Imagine you were given 1 hour, exactly 60 minutes and 0 seconds to put your entire life and the world around you in total perspective. What would you say? What would it sound like?
Unravel the Bible code, rifle explode, demand attention like a knife in your throat. They're controlling the price of your soul. Titans of stone, psychic totalitarian bound, telemetric mind control, experimentation is various. Narcotics made to inflict pain and madness. Assassins with multiple personalities, acting for full access. A backstage pass to cover-ups, spectacular assassinations and arms deals across the axis. Another witch hunt, religious radicals with big guns, big plans, invisible cameras built in Japan. CIA behavior control. Scientists and the cults informing the alliance and code leaders also a client. Tech-savvy hijacker associates board planes to practice anxiously awaiting their global audience. Enter the core of our fears with ease. The ultimate reality series flooded with countless angles and theories. Now hear me.
A golden helmet blinded minds among 10,000 souls along the road to Babylon. A growing thunder silent song.
Operation doesn't exist. The revolution will be classified, live broadcast from the abyss. Our cities are crack spots and cardboard condominiums. Vicious and track marks, cross minds, lost in delirium. The towers drop, blind fools, confusion, who knew? Now the world watch a clown's execution on YouTube. Propaganda machines, wage media jihad. A team walk into a crowded movie theater with bombs. Reading the Quran, silently obedient to God. Known by many different names, Hashem, Jesus, and Allah. Exploded porn, shadow government protocols go to war amongst 10,000 voices on the road to Babylon. Patriot Act, Section exorcism. Iranian and North Korea built weapon systems. Budgets increase, the payroll hundreds of creeps. Number of the beast, bomb London under the streets. The engineer was a popular peer. His value compared to having nuclear weapons to shower the air. A thin line between power and fear. A martyr in tears. Goodbye, Father, now my final hour is here. Help me.
A golden helmet blinded minds among 10,000 souls along the road to Babylon. A growing thunder silent songs among 10,000 voices on the road to Babylon.
Officials announced 48-year-old Corporal Bruce McKay of the Franconia Police Department was shot 4 times and run over by his killer's car.
Oh, some rough girls from Rutgers, man. They got tattoos and some hardcore hoes. That's some nappy-headed hoes there, I'm going to tell you that now.
Mr. Hussein and his younger half-brother dropped the 8 feet that was allowed by the coiled ropers. His head just snapped off, just like that, in an instant.
Today, 100,000 soldiers celebrated North Korea's nuclear test, and a top official declared North Korea would, quote, crush U.S. imperialist schemes to isolate our republic.
There has been a shooting at Virginia Tech University in Blacksburg, Virginia, and that a shooter may still be on the loose.
three-headed dragon talking to the eagle. The two-headed snake illustrates a caution to the people. Electronic fog, alien Bibles, crop circles at the sand in Cairo like Kiss of 76, demanding pyro. Human history, 50% catastrophe. It's actually the arms race between the facts and anarchy. The secret to success is believing that you succeeded is more than an achievement. It's as important as you breathe, and sometimes it's one and the same. Who's running the game? All we ever say is they know it's fun to complain. This shit should have caused people to ride and flip. The way I think, I've been classified as violent and sick. I'm like a time bomb the CIA designed me to tick. Designed me to head over to Poppy to buy me a brick. These motherships hit our radars, disguising the blip. The entire sky is eclipsed, just like the size of my dick. Are these the Doomsday Chronicles, the Bible quotes? Or is this similar to shock and suicide provokes? We're all slaves at the auction where our lives are sold. Time to free our minds from the shackles and the lies of old. Are these the Doomsday Chronicles, the Bible quotes? Or is this similar to shock and suicide provokes? We're all slaves at the auction where our lives are sold. Time to free our minds from the shackles and the lies of old. I leave the face of your society with $1.50 scars, sour diesel splits from weed jars, and flip police cars. Pull holes the size of grapefruits through riot gear. Bloody footprints from Jordan 4s on your floor. We pioneers, take fools to higher tiers. Elevate to a higher learning. To a talking bush on the mountain with fires burning. Commandment to carve the stone with lightning bolts the throne. And anger meant to spark the dome. Now frightening results unfold. Dragons, eagles, snakes, and aliens. Captured, we keep them caves and various constellations and areas. Coded through letters, numbers, and symbols to transmit pulses and whistles and activate hundreds of missiles. Hundreds of killers with multiple pistols. While these name brands reverse engineer spacecrafts and make trillions. They made the cure for AIDS and cease production. While the poor die infested in disease corruption. Are these the Doomsday Chronicles, the Bible quotes? Or is this similar to shock that suicide provokes? We're all slaves at the auction where our lives are sold. Time to free our minds from the shackles and the lies of old. Are these the Doomsday Chronicles, the Bible quotes? Or is this similar to shock that suicide provokes? We're all slaves at the auction where our lives are sold. Time to free our minds from the shackles and the lies of old. Reprisal is here. Billy Idol put the 9 in your ear. The all-time grimiest. I'm the nuclear truth. I let black market plutonium loose in the booth. My beats kick you dead in your face, loosen your tooth. I be creeping up on you like a deuce in the boot. Trust nobody, homeboys will change on you. Stab you in the back full of 12 gauge on you. Been involved in epic battles and holy wars. No remorse, quiet money, robbing Benjamins like Goldie Hawn. Lost religious sleep underneath a soldier's corpse. Chopped them in half, used them as a source of warmth. 7 eyes, 7 horns, secret wars. Jesus walks across troubled waters, bleeding from his palms. His feet, eyes, ears, nose, his crown, his mouth. Eventually stop talking when they cut his tongue out. Trust nobody, no way, no how, never. Trust nobody, no shit, homie, don't you ever. Trust nobody, no way, no how, never. Trust nobody, trust nobody. Trust nobody, no way, no how, never. Trust nobody, no shit, homie, don't you ever. Trust nobody, no way, no how, never. Trust nobody, trust nobody. The person you least expected to cut your throat be the first creep directed a gun at your dome. I've seen brother kill brother for the love of the dollar. They turn snakes on each other like my mother and father. I beat everything, every angle, every agenda. Many pretenders attempt to enter my presence to test the intelligence level. Remove the head of the devil. I don't even trust God. I think I'm going to hell. It's a cold world. I don't trust religion. I don't trust the police nor the justice system. I don't like doctors, lawyers, or politicians. I don't like liars who with deception and ruin non-fiction. I pray for peace, but always stay prepared for war. Destroy you if you push me up against the wall. I've seen it all, every one of you love to conduct schemes. Trust nobody, homie, don't even trust me. Trust nobody, no way, no how, never. Trust nobody, no shit, homie, don't you ever. Trust nobody, no way, no how, never. Trust nobody, trust nobody. Trust nobody, no way, no how, never. Trust nobody, no shit, homie, don't you ever. Trust nobody, no way, no how, never. Trust nobody, trust nobody. gunshots to influence the youth. Assassinate presidents like John Wilkes Booth. Put the message in the barrel of your gun, then the bullet never lies, it always tells the truth. My words are gunshots to influence the youth. Assassinate presidents like John Wilkes Booth. Put the message in the barrel of your gun, then fuck the source, fuck double XL, fuck any media machine or magazine in front of my team. Word to my comrades in the struggle. Peace to HHC for putting me and Necro on they cover. Your favorite rappers are non-fiction fans. Your wifey is an ill bill groupie with my dick in her hand. United and dead set, these young hoes wanna fuck me. Excited like rednecks at gun shows in Kentucky. I rock soccer stadiums and Bogota. Saw 10,000 Colombians screaming non-fiction God. Don't be confused, this ain't that bullshit you listen to. We that shit that your bitch finger her pussy to. Pound that food organ, chemical warfare. Songs for hardcore goons, the rest of y'all scared. It's that radioactive green chronic in the blunt music. Brooklyn homie run up and pop you with a gun music. Break it down for the blind and brainwashed. Religious politicians and thugs pray to the same God. Bloods and Crips, Democrats, Republicans. Red and blue states to represent the sets they running with. Other gangs play the game too. A blood named George Bush and his team smoked the entire Hussein crew. Classic example, the former friends turned to rivals. Words in the Bible, spies murder turned to survival. Dive the cassette, bang for Muhammad and Jesus. A shitty public school system and a car that's decent. I'm an American, I need a blowjob and a pizza, so I overthrow you for oil, MasterCards and visas. A bullet never lies, it always tells the truth. My words are gunshots that influence the youth. Assassinate presidents like John Wilkes Booth. Put the message in the barrel of your gun, then a bullet never lies, it always tells the truth. My words are gunshots that influence the youth. Assassinate presidents like John Wilkes Booth. Put the message in the barrel of your gun,
This is another fucking siege and slaughter, another story of war. A holy vision of the purity and glory before. I warned you before about Leviathan and biochips, and about the second coming of the Messiah shit. About the motherfucking mark of the beast. About the CIA distributing the crack in the street. A savage with beef, leave your body wrapped in a sheet. He from Brooklyn, I'm from Philly, we was trapped in the street. My rap is complete, with everything from clappers and heat. Pay his homage as you praying at your enemy's feet. That's why none of y'all can feel the God's real pain, and none of y'all will never know God's real name. Me and Bill is like the light and the thunder, like a 1985 Iron Mike and his hunger. A trifling brother, give me the weed and the cane, so I can chop it up in pieces and distribute the pain. I know that that's some ignorant shit to be saying, but if I was you and you was me, then you would spit it the same. You viciously main, bleeding in a visceral flame, till your spirit enter in a metaphysical plane. Yeah, Louis Dogs, baby.
Never lies, it always tells the truth. My words are gunshots that influence the youth. Assassinate presidents like John Wilkes Booth. Put the message in the barrel of your gun, then a bullet never lies, it always tells the truth. My words are gunshots that influence the youth. Assassinate presidents like John Wilkes Booth. Put the message in the barrel of your gun, then I remember cool jeans and Camaros bumping tougher than leather. Yanko Roosevelt still got stabbed in Crown Heights. Gavin got hit when they ran that red light. Over a decade of healing, but the scars remain. Both families involved still harbor the pain. Age 13, 70s, baby raised in the 80s. Mad fights with blacks and whites, and both sides hated me for nonsense. The white kids was playing it whack. Cause I'm from the projects and my neighbors is black. I had to prove white boys could thump too. But fuck skin color, I was about to call myself a tough Jew. I guess I'm mad lucky to be raised in New York. The world's capital, my attitude was take them to war. Other places would have raised me in a useless format. In Texas they dream about hunting Jews with war rats. Call me white nigga, call me Christ killer a kite. Call me nigga lover, because I spit on the mic. Think you got me figured out, you're not listening right. Get your fucking head kicked in for thinking you hype. Call me white nigga, call me Christ killer a kite. Call me nigga lover, because I spit on the mic. Think you know what I'm about, you're not listening right. Get your fucking head kicked in for thinking you hype. They call me white nigga, call me every name in the book. I done heard them all, fuck y'all, I made it a hook. Made it a song, exposing the hates to all. Cause any type of racism is wrong. Had news been talking as a kid about Yusef Hawkins. Same age as me with Joey Farm. I caught him walking through Bensonhurst. The world away from my Glenwood projects, racially mixed, combustible and legs and conflict. I was never raised prejudiced. My grandmother was a Holocaust survivor and my uncle did heroin. My pops wasn't around. My moms kicked him out the house and broke him back to put food in our mouths. Age 12, bust my project to the white school. Holes on my sneakers. I never fit in with them rich white dudes. I didn't click up with the black kids neither. Bought an Iron Maiden t-shirt and wrote rhymes in my trapper keeper. Call me white nigga, call me Christ killer a kite. Call me nigga lover because I spit on the mic. Think you got me figured out? You're not listening right. Get your fucking head kicked in for thinking you hype. Call me white nigga, call me Christ killer a kite. Call me nigga lover because I spit on the mic. Think you know what I'm about? You're not listening right. Get your fucking head kicked in for thinking you hype. Run DMC really made me wanna get wrecked. Same time, Kerry King play guitar for Megadeth. It was 84, 85. LL Cool J rocked the bells, obliterated my mind. So inspired, I created a rhyme. Beastie Boys on U68, she's on it, made up my mind. Hardcore, the other bright side. I thought band breaks was white guys, but Melly Mel dropped white lines. Nazi skinheads showed up at Lamore's in Brooklyn. Got stamped up by Puerto Rican skins from Bushwick. Geraldo got his nose broken. Tawana Crawley on Donahue. Central Park Wildin' had the world scoping. Now VH1 got a show for wiggers, and some claim the Jews be the biggest wiggers. We're considered most dangerous, cause they think we shift our forms. Cast spells, wear beanies to restrict our horns. For being seen, growing out our heads, the killers of Christ. Fools in white sheets that believe that Hitler was right. Believe it or not, they still exist undercover. And Mel Gibson never liked Danny Glover. Another piece of shit called out in the paper. If he was near me and my peoples would've beat the fucking shit out of Kramer. If this song offends you, you're a hater. Take a look within yourself and figure out what the fuck you're afraid of. Call me white nigga, call me Christ killer a kite. Call me nigga lover because I spit on the mic. Think you got me figured out? You're not listening right. Get your fucking head kicked in for thinking you hype. Call me white nigga, call me Christ killer a kite. Call me nigga lover because I spit on the mic. Think you know what I'm about? You're not listening right. Get your fucking head kicked in for thinking you hype.
My life is, I'm dependent. I can't help it. I started at a young age. I'm too dependent on it, you know? Drugs and music get me where I want to go now. But I gotta make the money for it. And it's not that easy nowadays.
My uncle shoots heroin. My father used to do cocaine. My mom used to smoke weed with her friends when I was 8. Smoked weed when I was 12. Sold weed at 14. Bombing for pieces like fucking for virginity. Conscious rap is bullshit. Gangsta rap is a fraud. This is real rap. Bang your fucking head through the wall. This is drug music. Stuck with a syringe in your arm. I'm the truth like the name of the song. Yo, my uncle shoots heroin. Bathroom floor. Found a syringe when I was on the Harold tour. How we went out on the binge. The snake bitch I was fucking even took him to cop. A month later he was on the floor looking for rock. Mr. Fleck the Czech Republic walked in the path of how he lying in his own puke, dying from crack, cocaine poison, and he shot the heroin since 14. February 2003 he was clean. I helped him out, he kicked crack, dope and meth, hosted shows, free clothes, bubble baths, autographs, t-shirts. Soon I'ma make a Howie action figure before his latest relapse. I'm glad I captured pictures. I love Howie, homie used to change my diapers to save him. I'd have jumped in front of spray from snipers, but this is just something that he's gotta do on his own. I try to get through to him with this song. Yo, my uncle shoots heroin. My father used to do cocaine. My mom used to smoke weed with her friends when I was 8. Smoked weed when I was 12. Sold weed at 14. Bombing for pieces like fucking for virginity. Conscious rap is bullshit. Gangsta rap is a fraud. This is real rap. Bang your fucking head through the wall. This is drug music. Stuck with a syringe in your arm. I'm the truth like the name of the song. Yo, my uncle shoots heroin. He used to live in my crib, sleep on my couch, smoking Newport 100s. Gave me comic books, bought me my first bass guitar. Learned from my grandma how to tell you the future with cards. Watch the sci-fi channel high off of methadone. More addictive than anything injected in the arm. DT's 5 in the morning, waking my moms. Got a search warrant for Howie Tenenbaum is gone. Roaming the streets, he was a superhero to me. When I was 5, I used to pick the seeds out of his weed. Knotted out, burning cigarette, holes in his sheets. Wake up and eat a box of Captain Crunch and go back to sleep. He was a crackhead too, he might still be a walking relapse. That motherfucker's still on the street. You tell him right, he goes left. Show him right, he does wrong. I hope I get through to him with this song. Yo, my uncle shoots heroin. My father used to do cocaine. My mom used to smoke weed with her friends when I was 8. Smoked weed when I was 12. Sold weed at 14. Bombing for pieces like fucking for virginity. Conscious rap is bullshit. Gangsta rap is a fraud. This is real rap. Bang your fucking head through the wall. This is drug music. Stuck with a syringe in your arm. I'm the truth like the name of the song. Yo, my uncle shoots. My uncle shoots. work stars, it's unraveled and mentally scarred. I gambled on my destiny's cards. Acapulco gold, jewels and cold, fools behold, truth unfold. You the road ahead of me, homes, I steadily grow. My heavenly soul control the deadliest chrome, but the life of a child is what God has blessed me to mold. This is something I put before everything, every thought, every bit of energy is focused on her every need. I don't give a fuck how gangster you think you are. When you witness the birth of your first child, that hits hard. Thinking for myself, I'm still speechless, but I owe it to her to put this into words in case I'm not here when she peeps this. God forbid, I plan to be here till 105, till my great grandchildren are alive, till they listen to this rhyme and wonder why we rally round the eye, and so we never say goodbye. Baby girl, it's for you, Ryan.
I want you to love me. I never ever worry. It doesn't matter anymore. It's time for us to rally around the eye. Let's rally around the eye. Rally around the eye. We're rally around the eye.
We named you after my mother's mother. She raised me, now we raise you. When I look at you, praise due. Thank God for this beautiful life. Now everything makes sense. Thank God for my beautiful wife. In Hindu, Ra is a singer, a beautiful voice. We could have stopped right there. What a beautiful choice. In Hebrew it means joy. In Arabic it means hope. In Latin it means queen. In Yiddish it means rose. Dominion means kick down doors with four foes. If grandma was still here, she'd have given me the chrome. I don't grind for me no more, I grind for her. I don't live for me no more, I die for her. Human rights, we bringing the truth to the light. Bring the youth to the fight while we shoot through the night. This is dedicated to my wife and my baby girl, Ryan Mae Braunstein. I give you my whole world, I love you.
We rally around the eye, and we'll never wonder why. Nor will we say goodbye. That's why we rally around the eye.
Killed my entire family, murdered and tortured, raped and pillaged. I was only 5 and I was the only surviving witness. My entire village burned to the ground. He wore a serpent in his crown. Happily committed murder with a frown. And an army of black hooded fiery skull generals. And a sorcerer that could cast spells that'll change your genitals. Held me in slavery till I turned 18. Killed my slave master 5 years later, became king. And I slain dragons in 8 states during famine. Had the seeds of war planted in a dirty tavern. Had the seeds of presidents killed in a burst of anger. And had their parents bleed to death on the floor of a dirty bathroom. I watched the palaces burn. I seen the ashes of my comrades return to their family in an urn. While a proud child remembers his father that died, the cycle continues with vengeance alive in his mind.
War is my destiny. These orders unleashed. War is my destiny. K.R.A.D. War is my destiny. Under a bell race car.
I was an angel
angel before a third of the stars fell. Cast with the stirring from Satan into the pit of hell. Our beloved leader forced to be a bottom feeder. The great deceiver that promised victory over the monkey lovers. We took a vote to his structure, betrayed and fell upon him. We ripped his skin off and crowned a new son of the morning. A new president to lead our corporation. The vengeance on God and heaven's domination. But I seduced the daughters of men and made the Nephilim. I demanded human sacrifice from the rest of them. I became the spirit that tortured and protected them. And I built from the tower of language that connected them. And then the Lord cried, water falling out from his eyes. And my children died drowning in the tears from the sky. And it was then that Satan called back to me with a plan. A design for the ultimate corruption of man. See, back then we used to set the chosen ones on fire. You really think God only sent a single Messiah? And so we allowed the birth of many prophets on earth. And since the followers were human, they were born with a curse. They began to claim superiority to their brothers. And for 85,000 years conquered each other. And when they prayed before battle, they were praying to me, killing in God's name, cause war's my destiny.
War is my destiny. These orders unleashed. War is my destiny. K.R.A.D. War is my destiny. Under a Beltway sky. War is my destiny.
Bill, what up, what up? Think you need to let them know what's going on, baby. Time to tell them.
When I'm in the streets, I always remain cautious.
Let's go.
Every society honors its live conformists and dead troublemakers. I'm the son of Satan, sculpted the culture of the ancients. Burn me at the stake with my left hand stuck in the matrix. I'm the apex. I steal science off of spaceships. Blackwater contractors captured off of camcorders. After mass slaughter, violent massacre. Masters of order, burning effigies of presidents and American flags. Veterans clash for the chance to sell terror for cash. Babylon destroyed the base of Migdosh. Death codes, murder squads, exploding churches and burning mosques. Throw your dice, now your destiny's cast. And he sees a war with planet over centuries past. And the mysteries remain unsolved. Colossal pyramids on Mars. Visitors beyond the scriptures of Allah. God is on the side of the ones with money and large armies. Pray for death amongst these brainwashed zombies. Society is brainwashed.
I bet you can't see what I can see.
That's right.
There's a few things we have to address. I bet you can't see what I can see.
When I'm in the streets, I always remain cautious.
Good, God damn. November 5th, 2001, less than 2 months after 9/11 occurred. The infamous William Cooper was murdered, ex-naval intelligence officer. But now author of Behold the Pale Horse. He paid the cost. I can't say that I agree with everything that he wrote, but I admire him for speaking his mind though. Never holding his tongue for nobody. Our society is brainwashed. Guns in each other's faces for the same lies. Same everything and same nothing. Same bullshit materialism. The third world man's luxury. This false flag fuckery. An AIDS-infested junkie. Your lady, your liberty. Can't fuck me. Can't touch me. The Black Bolt, superior general. Tim Oscar riding like a pyro from Inglewood. Bring the hood up to a hovering mothership. They already made the switch to the one world government.
I bet you can't see what I can see.
That's right.
There's a few things we have to address. I bet you can't see what I can see.
When I'm in the streets, I always remain cautious.
Good, God damn. Amongst the ivory tower witch doctors, witness explosion on the Groom Lake landing strip. The silicon source was abandoned ship. Famine gripped the planet with the gigantic satanic fists. Believed to be linked to Al-Qaeda through his sandwich business. I don't advise you to believe these could be camera tricks. All I'm saying is to ask questions, amateurs. What Hollywood tries to pass off as a fantasy might have already happened in actuality, and vice versa. If Jesus Christ was a person, who was Mithra? Who was Krishna? Who was the first to be baptized, crucified, resurrected, betrayed and made into a martyr for someone else's redemption? Old men start wars for young dudes to die in Madison Avenue, telling you what you should be buying. Religion and science always profess peace, but in the end, who created the deadly war machine society is?
I bet you can't see what I can see.
get up. I go to my methadone program to get my meth. I drink my meth and I go make some money and I go whatever I can get high on. That's about it. Just fucking get high. What else is there?
This is who I am, this is what the world made me. I don't give a fuck whether you love me or hate me. I'm gonna die like that, forever at war. Hated by most, loved by few, respected by all. This is who I am, this is what the world made me. I don't give a fuck whether you love me or hate me. I'm gonna ride like that, forever at war. Hated by most, loved by few, respected by all. With everything you gain, there's something you lose. You best be real clear on that, something you choose. Sometimes the most valuable things mean nothing to fools, and they don't want it till they see it means something to you. But you can't have what's mine, homie, get your own. Get the fuck out my face, stay in your lane. You ain't nothing like me, kid, we ain't the same. Get the fuck off my dick and stay in your lane. Old school like power play, logic but fatal. Nas rhyming in the lobby, rock him in the A-room. Before non-fiction, I was up in Chunk King with Onyx and Jam Master J, puffin' the Chronic. Good dude, rest in peace. R.I.P. to Big DS as well. I'ma spark the L. Thinking about how hard it was to come up in the game. Over 20 years, I love it the same. Matter of fact, even love it more the end of the day. Been wanting to work with mugs since Cypress first dropped real estate. Now I'm doing what I wanna do like Coka Nostra. I won't stop till I'm on a wanted poster. Came a long way from talent shows with Black Moon. With Chuck Chill, I was the manager for both of our groups. This is 92, I'm talking about 15 years ago. In the Who got the cross video with the Gucci robe. My world, my life's deep. You can't imagine. Crystallized torture, hatred in my soul like a cancer. Neither can be bought nor sold, no matter the ransom. And neither truly exists without the other as the answer. Mankind so inherently evil. We made laws, religion, and jail simply to protect us from ourselves. Got too many cases, get arrested for robberies that I didn't do. My mug shots in regular rotation. This is who I am, this is what the world made me. I don't give a fuck whether you love me or hate me. I'm gonna die like that, forever and more. Hated by most, loved by few, respected by all. This is who I am, this is what the world made me. I don't give a fuck whether you love me or hate me. I'm gonna ride like that, forever and more. Hated by most, loved by few, respected by all. This is who I am.
That I was too young, not grown. I was not ready for a world so cold. I was not prepared to make it on my own. I was not ready for what life unfolds, and it was too much, too soon. I couldn't tell it what I thought was false or true. I didn't think about what I'm about to do. Awesome, this couldn't be real, this can't be true.
I was too young, but these my people, so that's okay though. I was down for anything, I'd do it if they say so. Look how they cooking it up, I'd sit and watch their cake grow. Watching Robbie in the corner, he there snorting yayo. And everybody acting cool like that right there's okay though. So I walked over to him, and I'm like, yo, hey bro, what the fuck are you doing? Get away from the table. He like, this ain't nothing but a little bit of the yayo. I got it covered, plus I make the profit from sales. He acting like he hadn't heard not one of them tales. There go his brother, knocked him and they took him to jail. There go another, this hustle here was just in the veil. Convicted, but the last I heard he tried to appeal. And Eric, he gone, he wildin' bustin' his steel off at the po-po. These are the trials and tribulations of kids trying to act like grown folks. I found out
that I was too young, not grown. I was not ready for a world so cold. I was not prepared to make it on my own. I was not ready for what life
young to fall in love like Motley Crue. Too young, I pulled a gun and I shot this dude. It was over a girl, foolish pride. I was crucified, just another youthful juvenile doing time. Forgive me, mama, I never meant for you to cry. Went to trial, I was sentenced to a 2 to 5. Handcuffed the back of a bus, 40 of us. Life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough. And I ain't no punk here, you fix your face or get your face fixed. Facelift, credit your cutter, you get your face ripped. They'll bust your shit wide open and make you leak. You better chill out before I birthday cake your feet. Not a bad guy, I don't wanna catch mad time. So I chill with work release in the back of my mind. But the guy that I popped wasn't dead, he's locked up in here now too and wants revenge. I got shanked in my bed.
That I was too young, not grown. I was not ready for a world so cold. I was not prepared to make it on my own. I was not ready for what life unfolds. And it was too much, too soon. I couldn't tell if what I thought was false or true. I didn't think about what I'm about to do. I'm also, this couldn't be real, this can't be true.
I was too young to say no, too young to yell no. Old enough to taste anger, but not enough to smell hope. 13 years old, my beloved mother had just passed. I started puffing grass, drinking 40s, cutting class. My father always used to beat on me and bust my ass repeatedly. I couldn't wait to get a change of scenery. I never had a dream, nobody believed in me. These mean streets are the only thing I seem to be. I'm 16, being free, chewing bikes and perks. Caught a OC habit quick, and my life got worse. Cause now I'm sick unless I get a pill. So my head is filled with thief schemes. My tolerance, I let it build. But when street dreams and quick cash is difficult, you find you get the same hot cheap from sniffing dope. Now I'm shooting with the neighborhood people. Nobody could save me from evil. I'm a slave to the needle.
I found out that I was too young, not grown. I was not ready for a world so cold. I was not prepared to make it on my own. I was not ready for what life unfolds. And it was too much, too soon. I couldn't tell if what I thought was false or true. I didn't think about what I'm about to do. I'm on some, this couldn't be real, this can't be true. Too young, not grown. I was not ready for a world so cold. I was not prepared to make it on my own. I was not ready for what life unfolds. And it was too much, too soon. I couldn't tell if what I thought was false or true. I didn't think about what I'm about to do. I'm on some, this couldn't be real, this can't be true.
You been to jail before?
Me? Of course I've been to jail. They don't even want me in jail no more. I'm too old now. They want guys like you.
Keep talking about a war on drugs. We don't have a war on drugs, never have had a war on drugs, but we do have a war here on gangs.
Bloods and Crips, Nietas, Latin Kings, disciples of Vice Lords, all crews at bay. Vatos Locos, Foco, the Hustler Day, the Mexican Mafia, all crews at bay. Al-Qaeda, CIA, Hamas, the Mossad, NYPD, all crews at bay. Non-fiction, Cypress Hill, House of Pain, La Coca Nostra, all crews at bay.
From Don Corleone to Tony Montana, whatever you are, homie, bikers or bandanas, riders who cock hammers, or soldiers who roll deep. I'm a child of the night, homie, I don't sleep. My crew, we slow creep while you counting your sheep. We bang on anybody stepping up, you bleed in the street. Maybe you got what it takes to lead a team of cutthroats. Maybe you hang around with the crew of fuckholes. Fakes, frauds, fictional bangers never held the heat until you had someone take your picture. Looking invincible with it, you did it for glory. Some did it for real and others they tell stories. But the collective we have here is respected. Making you an offer you should never reject it. You roll with the rollover, baby the math is simple. It's pop, pop, pop in your temple.
Bloods and Crips, Nietas, Latin Kings, disciples of Vice Lords, all crews at bay. Vatos Locos, Foco, the Hustler Day, the Mexican Mafia, all crews at bay. Al-Qaeda, CIA, Hamas, the Mossad, NYPD, all crews at bay. Non-fiction, Cypress Hill, House of Pain, La Coca Nostra, all crews at bay.
IRA scheming, PLO dreaming, Celtic heathen, Peckerwood demon, kicking and screaming through the depths of hell. Bareback riding on a Jezebel. The hammer's cocked, you get shot by the shell. I burnt an angel's wings, then sang while it fell. There's a party in hell, there's a war in heaven. The whole world been shook since 9/11. With Muslim extremists and Zionists trying to rule the world with an iron fist, while the junkies and the dealers are doing the bids. Uncle Howie say it's time for revolution, kids. Don't spill your blood on foreign land. Come outside on the block with your gun in your hand. You're mad as fuck, it won't take it no more. Buck shots in the air like you ready for war.
Bloods and Crips, Nietas, Latin Kings, disciples of Vice Lords, all crews at bay. to glorify gang culture, in order to explore the lives of soldiers, street villains, ghetto superstars, political heroes, Compton G's to Brooklyn De Niro's, raised from children to killers, prisoners to Peace Prize winners. Was Nelson Mandela a terrorist? Let's consider the truth. The biggest gang in the world is the police. Untaxed dollars paid for no justice and no peace. And empty crack mouths crushed by 10-year-old feet on their way to school past the meth heads and dope fiends. Anatomy of a true banger. I ain't shit without my homeboys. Fuck on my set, you get your goon strangled. I won't be convicted like Jimmy Coonan. And you not a gangster, who the fuck you think you fooling? My ruthless brilliance soon to produce me millions. Billy Idol homeboy, peace to Tukey Williams. Bloods and Crips, Nietas, Latin Kings, disciples of Vice Lords. All crews at bay. Fatos Locos, Forco, the Hustler Day. The Mexican Mafia. All crews at bay. Al-Qaeda, CIA, Hamas, the Mossad, NYPD. All crews at bay. Non-fiction, Cypress Hill, House of Pain, La Coka Nostra. All crews at bay.
Unauthorized copy. Dedication to my children, my child Ryan May, my whole family. The world is yours. Acknowledgements. First off, I want to thank God, and I want to thank everybody for helping me out with this. I couldn't do this without you. Chapter 1. Tom, Jeff, Kerry, and Dave. 1981, before they hooked up with Metal Blade, they played. Made in the Priest covers. Brian Slagle put them on Metal Massacre 3, released July 1983. No recording budget. Tom and Kerry's dad had to pay for the studio time and show No Mercy was made. Burst on the scene in 1984. Slayer began their first national club tour, and the facts is they traveled to Tom's Camaro. In August of '84, released Haunting the Chapel. After getting kicked out of Metallica, Dave Mustaine hollered at Kerry King to play in this new thing. Lasted 5 shows, never went any further. Next Exodus, Slayer and Venom, Heavy Murder, Ultimate Revenge, Combat Tour, Studio 54. Tom pissed on Kronos' head. It was raw. Hella Waste was the next anthem, and Metal Forces said that Slayer made 1985's best album, and Rick Rubin and Def Jam strike a deal. Same year, Rick produced Raising Hella License to Ill. He produced the greatest thrash metal record of all time. Rain of Blood still sends shivers up your spine. Their first gold album, South of Heaven, Gold 2. Their whole career, so influential and so true. Age 15, I was so mesmerized. Had every word from Angel of Death memorized. Mad respect, Larry Carroll album covers and Spike Wrist. They won their first Grammy February 07 like this. Unauthorized Biography of Slayer. Epilogue, the most controversial heavy metal band in American history. Still active today with all 4 original members still intact. Discography, Show No Mercy, Haunting the Chapel, Hella Waits, Rain of Blood, South of Heaven, Seasons in the Abyss, Divine Intervention, Undisputed Attitude, Diabolos and Musica, God Hates Us All, Christ Illusion, The End, to the New Beginning. Yeah. Next book, Bad Brains. Peace.
Snip your brains out on my Al Capone, Al Pacino niggas. Yeah, for real, nigga. Snip your brains out on my Al Capone, Al Pacino niggas. For them gangsters, go. Snip your brains out on my Al Capone, Al Pacino niggas. Yeah, let's go. Yo, hey yo, Bill, represent, nigga. What up, what up?
A ball of Coka makes Sarah smile like calling notes. Line it up, spread it on the table like Torah scrolls, homie. But if you lend buys, you're gonna. Now put the money in the bag for me and Ray pulling Osama. Square biz, no plots and schemes, boy. Hit you with 50 shots like the cops from Queens. You're on the cross with a crown that bleeds. Resurrect you with a speed bump and trumpets that sound like screams. Shoot the bitch in the trunk of the Buick for foolishness. Kill for loser bricks. This is only built for Cuban links. Lord, know I got mouths to feed, so my heart is ice cold to anybody outside my team. Fuck you, pay me $1 million. Matter of fact, making $1 billion. Fuck a condo, I'm taking the building. Posted like the freeway, Ricky Ross in a Porsche, and hosted by Man of Wars, Ross the Boss of Lamar's.
Snip your brains out on my Vinnie the Chins and Joe Pesci's. With cold recipes and hoes on ecstasy. La Coka Nostra, a brand you can trust. Kept me in the bathroom stall, handing out bumps. Snip your brains out on my Vinnie the Chins and Joe Pesci's. With cold recipes and hoes on ecstasy. La Coka Nostra, a brand you can trust. Kept me in the bathroom stall, handing out bumps.
We blast shotties off the roof, strapped, trapped in the coop. Living like this Duke, I have a nigga bitten in boots. I swear to my seeds, daddy gonna buy you the V's. But instead I got trapped and started buying them keys. I went from rich kid from selling under the bench to lynch kid. High power money nigga living in Richmond. Bought a few beats, ran through hoods, ordered new Jeeps. Pulled guns on police, shot up the Four Seasons. Then I got clapped, yeah I thought I had it right, but I was wrong then. Now I get it on when I write. I rectify this, you live by the sword and get fried by the board. Cause that's the only way we gotta get on. What it is, nigga, get high, remember the grizz. And play the tape that resemble the great. That's Ray Quiz, nigga, stay real. History's ill, don't stop till you cash in. Catch me in the Aston with Bill Pill.
Snip your brakes out on my Vinnie the chins and show Plessis. With cold recipes and hoes on ecstasy. Like Coka knows for a brand you can trust. Catch me in the bathroom stall, handing out pumps. Snip your brakes out on my Vinnie the chins and show Plessis. With cold recipes and hoes on ecstasy. Like Coka knows for a brand you can trust. Catch me in the bathroom stall, handing out pumps. Pumps. A bitch named Gutter Slut talking to a paraplegic about violence and threw his wheelchair into the fire pit. Nihilist becomes entombed. Executioner becomes obituary. Birth the kings of doom. Earth becomes Black Sabbath. Turn Ozzy to Dio. Surgeons fuck that plastic. Turn Cosby to Theo. Jodie Foster's army Miss Reagan. James Brady got sprayed quick fast like he played for sadists. Nuns have no fun, homie, that's Melissa. Don't break the oath. You'll be tortured by shadows that whisper. Satisfaction is the death of desire. My perseverance leads to the rise of supremacy. The quest for fire. Inventing the wheel, reinventing the steel. Kill switch, a fixation on darkness. Perception is real. Take is needed for pain. Lack of almost everything. Slap a ham, half a gram of dope is so heavy. Dig. The mind is the most dangerous weapon alive. Spin doctors operate behind enemy lines. Mind control, something you could potentially buy. The new holy wars arrived. You ready to die? The mind is the most dangerous weapon alive. Spin doctors operate behind enemy lines. Mind control, something you could potentially buy. The new holy wars arrived. You ready to die? You're a power slave somewhere in time. Peace of mind, keeper of the 7 keys. The 7 churches arrive under the sign of the black mark. 2 Megatherion. Under lock and key, tooth and nail, Helion. From the ashes of hell, hammer morbid tales. No one ever really wanted my peace. War prevails. Shout at the devil. Dogs of war bark at the moon. The mob rules heaven and hell. It's something y'all choose. From enslavement to obliteration. You for today are sick of it all in the war zone with pistols of God. Screaming out, lights, camera, revolution. From the wonderful folks who brought you Iraq. Here's the new execution. The malfunction, the regulator, the reignition. The fearless vampire killers on a mission. People crazy enough to think that they can change the world through it. Kick down a motherfucking door, walk through it. The mind is the most dangerous weapon alive. Spin doctors operate behind enemy lines. Mind control, something you could potentially buy. The new holy wars arrived. You ready to die? The mind is the most dangerous weapon alive. Spin doctors operate behind enemy lines. Mind control, something you could potentially buy. The new holy wars arrived. You ready to die?
I was living in the streets. Every time the guy sold his bundle and went to get another one, I stepped on the corner where he was standing and sold the soap to his customers. When I saw him coming, I ran off. I ran off around the corner. TNT pulls up, and like an idiot, I was showing up. I told him they can't arrest me. It's soap. They threw it away, handcuffed me, went and busted him, and made me his co-defendant. And they offered him a year if he confesses and says I dealt. He said, yes, Your Honor, I was dealing, and pointed to me. He was dealing with me. He walked right out of the courtroom. A year is only 8 months in those city jails. You only have to do it. So he walked out, and I got a 2 to 4% soap. 2 to 4% soap.
I hold my pistol like the Bible, turn the page to a verse of vengeance. Volcanoes of violence erupt in the words of each sentence. As I toast to the death of my enemies, my energy similar to the devil's key. My treachery stretch for centuries, menacing venomously, make you hemorrhage tremendously. My 5 senses suspended and weed and Hennessy, you bleed endlessly. My greed gets me everything, pussy, cars, anything. anything, the means to fulfill any dream. I'm a fiend for the better things. Like Coka knows from my team be veterans. Uncle, how we get the cream? Who's better read? Forever rich, lock me up and throw away the key. I still never snitch. I'm a goon.
Wild style goons in the room. I'm a goon with the golden six shoot up in the mullet.
I'm a goon.
We the ones that they write movies about. Uncle Howie goons take over.
I'm a goon.
Wild style goons in the room. I'm a goon with the golden six shoot up in the mullet.
I'm a goon.
We the ones that they write movies about. Uncle Howie goons.
I make the mosh pit spin like the Anthrax Indians video. Here we go, across Queen, Slipknot and Willie Bobo. So dope, cause relapses and overdoses. Explosive like stone tablets in the hands of Moses. The most focused on global implosion. Bill burn the truth into your eyes, leaving both of them smoking. Smile for the barrel, swallow the magnum, laughing in your face while the back of your head is vomiting fragments. You can't kill Bill, that was a movie. You can't move me. Withstand the maximum impact of Uzis or AK-47s. I'm already dead as ill Bill in 2011. Belly Mel, motherfucker was really real, really ill. Run up on you, hit you with this really steel. Yo, we really will. Through windshields, windpipes, and car seats. You die on the Bell Parkway next to Canarsie.
Wild style goons in the room. I'm a goon with the golden six shoot up in the mullet.
I'm a goon.
We the ones that they write movies about. Uncle Howie goons take over.
I'm a goon.
Wild style goons in the room. I'm a goon with the golden six shoot up in the mullet.
I'm a goon.
We the ones that they write movies about. Uncle Howie goons take over.
I'm a goon in the world of atheists and religious fanatics. Pimps, whores, drug dealers, drug addicts, rock stars, rappers, actors, other characters, star fuckers and cocksuckers and $1 million savages. Negotiate with blowtorches to faces. Vacation the golden nugget, make a fortune in Vegas. I'm the greatest, perfect methods of execution, painless, pop in the ear, the stainless leave. Even geniuses brainless leave the general population shocked and horrified. Fucking with me, you might as well have been born and died. My values are loyalty, truth, respect, and honor. My family's royalty, my life is an endless drama. My art is death, and I'm about to paint masterpieces, catastrophes, shattered dreams, amputees. Forgiveness is between you and God. I just arranged the meeting, I just arranged the firing squad, arranged the bleeding. I'm a goon.
Wild style goons in the room. I'm a goon with the golden six shoot up in the mullet.
I'm a goon.
We the ones that they write movies about. Uncle Howie goons take over.
I'm a goon.
Wild style goons in the room. I'm a goon with the golden six shoot up in the mullet.
I'm a goon.
We the ones that they write movies about. Uncle Howie goons